Vinegar Syndrome productie. We gaan daar een koppel volgen dat door Oost-Europa trekt en daar door St. Peter, bijna van een kerel daar, op een sinister pad wordt gestuurd. Maar veel meer ga ik er niet over vertellen, want we hebben gasten erbij. We hebben namelijk de 2 producers van de film aanwezig, Justin Martell en Seager Dixon. En DJ Bekijk gaat ze dadelijk enkele vragen stellen over deze film. Veel plezier met de film.
Goedenavond, Israël. Normaal gezien producers zijn voor ons mannen in een maatpak die geld in een film steken. Maar deze heren, Justin en Seager, zijn eigenlijk een deel van de geest van de film. En ze ademen echt horror uit. En het was een ideale gelegenheid om deze 2 mensen uit te nodigen. And we're going to ask you some questions. We're going to see in a couple of minutes 8 Eyes. And the movie has already been shown at different festivals, Screenfest, London festivals, some shows in Europe. How are the reactions over there?
Mixed, like everything. I mean, we had a screening last night in Lagos, Nigeria, where a Letterboxd reviewer called it US propaganda. But then when we were in Poland 2 days ago, we had an audience member say that it was the best example of on-screen of the American savior complex. So, I don't know, it's been all over the map.
Mixed opinions can always be good as well. So. Ruff already told us it will be a release on Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know if you know Vinegar Syndrome, but it's a boutique label in the United States who is, one of the most popular, perhaps the most popular label, who is specialized in horror, pulp. But this is the first movie they actually couldn't release.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience how you got involved with Vinegar Syndrome?
Well, we don't work for Vinegar Syndrome directly, but we've had a close relationship with Vinegar Syndrome for a lot of years. So I'll try to be as concise as possible, but we came up working for Trauma. Does anyone know Trauma and Lloyd Kaufman? Yeah. All right, great. And I was involved very early on in 2012 when Vinegar Syndrome first started. I was involved in setting up some early deals between Vinegar Syndrome and Trauma. Now we produce the Shudder original series, The Last Drive-In with Joe Bob Briggs. I'm not sure if it's available here or anyone's familiar with it, but it's a classic horror host type show, and we show a lot of Vinegar Syndrome titles. So we've maintained a close relationship with them. And back in 2021, we were in Serbia, actually doing a movie for The Asylum, company behind Sharknado. We were doing their Morbius mockbuster Dracula, the original living vampire. Which was shot in 6 days with Michael Ironside. But since we were already out in Serbia, we wanted to take advantage of the opportunity to do something original, and Vinegar Syndrome had expressed their interest in getting involved in original productions, and we'd been kicking around this idea or something like it, and I went to them and said, how about we put up half the money, you put up half? And they said, we'll do it as long as you shoot on 16mm. Now here we are.
And it also means at the end of the day we will have a beautiful addition for Vinegar Syndrome of the movie, I suppose.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, perfect. You already mentioned Serbia, you're American movie makers, but you have shot your movie in Macedonia and in Serbia. What is the reason? Financial-wise, or is it because you have a deep love for European movies?
Yes. Obviously, financially, it's very nice, but artistically, it's very nice as well. We do have a deep love for European movies, particularly Italian movies, which we'll see in this. But also, like a lot of Italian filmmakers, they went over to Yugoslavia to make movies, and that's kind of the path that we went on this as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone's ever seen Beyond the Door 3 or A Muck Train, which was filmed in at the end of Yugoslavia, but we took a lot of our cues from Italian movies shot in Yugoslavia. Or at least tried to.
Okay. The movie is made with a Super 8 camera and 16mm, and you also have told me you have used a lot of different cameras to make the movie. Can you tell about it, please?
What are all the cameras we used?
The principal photography camera was a Aton XTR Prod Super 16mm film. We used a K3 for some of our pickup shots, particularly the Macedonian unit that we did. And then we used a Bolex Super 16 for some of our pickups, and I don't want to give away too much, but you can, if you're familiar with the Bolex, you'll see some shots that you'll look at and be like, oh yeah, that's a Bolex.
And then the two Super 8s were a Pro 8mm and Lycina.
Okay. We're not giving away any spoilers, but if you see the trailer on YouTube, you see Giallo, you see slasher movies, you see even snuff movie. Is it a sort of love letter to those genres?
We wanted the film to be representative of all the different types of movies that Vinegar Syndrome puts out, and then also that we like. So, you know, yeah, Italian cinema, American genre cinema, European cinema. I mean, so it's all over the map. Maybe we were a little too far-reaching. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay, last question then. I'm not going to ask you if you like scary movies, but why do you love scary movies?
So we like to pretend.
Okay.
Yeah, we like you know, imagination and monsters and spooky locations and fog and blood and guts and, you know, all the fun stuff.
Okay. Then we're going to watch for the very first time 8 Eyes. Give those gentlemen a big applause.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be hanging around after if you want to talk.